Hey guys, you're watching Phoneage. I'm your host, Afro Pin Kid, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about, are Android phones safe? Let's get into it. Now, I know that question that I asked could have a lot of answers, and it's kind of like saying, is life safe? Generally speaking, yes, it is safe to have an Android phone. It's not like it's going to blow up while you're on a plane. But it might blow up when you're trying to make a phone call. Yeah, remember that story? Yeah, that was back in the day when I first started. Android is open source, and that means there's tons of developers able to do what they want with Android, and there is tons of apps in the Android market, and a lot of those apps don't go through no security tests through Google. However, that doesn't mean that Android is not safe. Personally, I've used Android for about 2 years with my Droid X being my first Android phone, and then also switching over to the Samsung Galaxy S, and I can honestly say that I've never had any viruses or malware or anything like that. However, that's because I'm not going out downloading any random kind of sketchy app out there. You know, you guys, if you want to get video games, you know, usually video games are pretty safe, but if you find some random mobile banking app that is universal and puts all your banking into one app, and yeah, and it's made by some company named Voss International, yeah, that sounds a little sketchy. So just like life, do the right thing, be safe, and don't be treading into the wrong neighborhood. You know, you don't see me wearing all blue going into a Compton blood area in LA. No. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because I have been getting a lot of questions from newer guys buying Android phones saying, is Android safe to buy? And honestly, I have to say, yes it is. Just don't be going out buying sketchy apps. Because Android is getting bigger and bigger every day, and that is good, but that means there's a couple of those developers out there that are going to be a douche to you and try to get you with a virus or malware. Now, I do have to say one thing. Even though Android itself, the actual operating system, can be safe unless you do stupid stuff, a lot of Android hardware out there is not the most stable. Now, let me clarify what I'm trying to say. Because Android is open source, that means any manufacturer company out there, electronics company, can get Android and put it on their hardware. But as we've seen in our history, especially with Motorola, they just be pumping out phones every single week, and not all those phones had a lot of thought go into it, and that means it cannot be the most stable with Android. Because if Motorola is coming out with a new phone every single week, do you guys really think that they sat down for months making sure that Android was optimized to run perfect on that hardware? So if you guys are going to buy an Android phone this Christmas, I give you guys my A-OK on buying an Android phone. Just make sure it's a higher quality one, and in last week's episode, I made a list of Android phones that you guys should check out. So Christmas is just around the corner, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, you know, just the holiday spirit, it's a good vibe right now. So I'm all about tech and making videos, so that's why I'm giving away a Flip HD camcorder. So what do you have to do to enter into this giveaway? Well, there's only 2 things that you have to do, plus a third thing that is an option if you guys want to do that. So the first thing is just be subscribed to this channel. All you have to do is make sure that you hit that subscribe button right, I'm gonna guess right here. It's probably over here, but I'm gonna guess right here. Second thing that you have to do is leave a comment below with the number 1 through 10,000, and that is all you have to do to be entered into this giveaway. But if you guys subscribe to my personal channel and you guys win, you will get a second bonus gift. Plus, if you subscribe to me on my personal channel, I'm about to hit 5,000 subs, and when I hit 5,000 subs, I'm gonna be doing another giveaway. So I'll leave a link to the end of this video leading to my channel if you want to subscribe to be entered into a couple of giveaways, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Peace.